Hey folks, Species7 here, and welcome back to the channel. Got a new map to look at today, just recently released. This is the Russian Altai Valley, and it is a reasonably small map, but a little bit odd as well, in so much as... Now, I've been on maps before where most of the fields were grass, but this one, not only are most of the fields grass, but they're not really well defined either. If we look at our big map, I know it's a bunch of green on green, but it is basically a bunch of green on green. As you can see, you don't see any clear defined borders. If we go to this map, again, it appears the same, right? These numbers are just some distance apart, and it doesn't help that the only thing that's grown, other than a couple of fields where apparently nothing is growing, well, that doesn't show up here very well either. Again, there are no borders. However, there are field signs. You can buy these fields quite cheaply too, I might add. But it doesn't, again, doesn't give you a definitive border. So here's your silos. Anyway, let's get on with it. Other than that, though, I really do like it. It's a gorgeous little map. You've got some old abandoned cow sheds, probably from the glory days of the farm. You have, well, the stars of the show. Hello to cows. There we can pick up our milk, and there is in fact a place to sell milk as well. There's the working cow shed. We have a water trough. We have, we have the food troughs. We've got some storage over here, sugar beets, potatoes, and wood chips. Wood chips do not have conveyor. If we hobble over this way, we'll actually find a little more of the main farm. And we got our seed storage. We have our fertilizer storage. I see a lot of assets here from different maps that we've looked at. We have, well, what is probably the strangest configuration I have seen for one of these windmills yet. Good idea though, that's pretty cool. And I like that they did go to the bother of putting the trim around and all that. That's kind of cool. So there you go. Either that or they just found a shed that it fits so perfect to, you know. So here's our sort of starter base of operations. Kind of reminds me of the original Hagenstadt, just a bunch of vehicles sitting between a couple of sheds. Okay, this is just basically some eye candy of a sort, like a big chunk of concrete stuffed under the fence. It will take us a long time to work that out of there. An unused power transformer of some sort. Okay, here's our other shed, so there's the excitement. A little bit of standard small-time basic starter gear. A couple little touches, like what is probably not a usable. Oh, that's a welder. I thought it was the pressure washer. So you get a welder sitting there. This corner's got a table with a vise on it, and you know, nice little touches, make it a little distinct. Well, I haven't yet gone on a map where this was the fuel setup. It almost looks like almost too modern a tank for the farm. Although I guess, I mean, other than the abandoned cow sheds, it's not like it looks all that run down. So again, let's just head past here. We've got a little bit more going on, because as well as the cows, hello to cows, yes, back here we have their make the solid poop storage facility. I would assume. I haven't actually gotten all the way around it here yet. Yep, okay. And have we gone by the liquid? There it is. There's your slurry. So that is all fine and dandy. You're just watching me run around in circles and laughing and laughing. Don't you hate it when they just like stare you in the face like that? It's kind of freaky, man. Okay, moving right along. I remember this one time when I was a kid and we were up by this farm where all these cows used to wander wild around the well, not wild, you know what I mean. But we don't know what you're doing. Yeah, and I guess the cows figured out that sweaty little boys taste just like blocks of salt, because next thing we know, we've got these cows coming along, and they'd come right up to you. I mean, like, hey, cool, these are nice friendly cows, and then they'd lick you. Yeah. It's like having a 3 foot long by 1 foot wide chunk of sandpaper get rubbed up your belly, let me tell you. Not the most pleasant experience. So anyways, enough of my yammering. There's the chickens, and of course we just saw on the other side there, I'm sure you people caught it, because nobody pays attention to my blatherings. Here we go, here's our sheep, and for some reason, can't say as I like that, but apparently they can just waddle off up the hill if they feel like it. But there they are. Hello, the sheep. And well, I guess they just didn't put a gate on. Is this where we collect our wool? It doesn't quite look like it. I don't see the pallet anywhere around here. Get another building here. And well, who knows? Maybe they just didn't put the pallet down. Maybe it just appears there anyway. So there's your water trough. There's your feed trough. Oh, here we go. Well, there you go. Way to go there, sheeps. Make that wool. And lastly, more or lessly, if we head up this way, we get a couple of pits of silage. So here we go. A couple of silage pits, reasonable size. Voici one and a deux. Alright. And then a little bit of a local Russian town, I take it. Everybody's got a haystack in their yard because it's like a status symbol. What do you got? Bunch of bricks. Nice. Well, I like that door. That's pretty funky. Big iron door with some wrought iron work welded onto the front of it. Very nice. Very nice, comrade. Alright, we have our bank here. Also known as the... I have no idea. I'm not even going to try. And I don't think there's anything else up here. Well, I guess we can also sell our chickens to the... Oh, here they are. You can do your banking in the front, and you can sell your chickens around the back. Ah. Oh, I wonder what this particular slot is for. The symbols are kind of overlapped there. And going to... Alright, well... That certainly doesn't help. How's about we do this instead? Magazine. Alright, and the freight yard is apparently just off this way. I kind of thought that was the farmyard. But according to them, the freight yard is also here. And yeah. So this is apparently the freight yard. I don't know. I don't think parts of this are maybe quite all there. Or all done there. Or let's go here. So where is here? Well, here is in fact, if we go back to our map, right up there at the 0. And yeah. And what this is a fish place. Yes, indeedy. You dump your little corn bits in here. Glug, 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 glug. So corn bits in there. Then you hop in your little boat. You grab your fish. No, you don't actually. Then you drive a trailer with the appropriate, or a tractor with the appropriate trailer, at any rate, onto this trigger point, and a water trailer of some type, because you're about to be carrying live fishes. Yeah. And then they get sold at, well, wherever it is here that buys live fish. I guess we can look on the list and figure it out. Alright, fish are not listed. Okay. Well, I do have all the multi-fruit mods, so that's kind of odd that they did not come up. Kind of odd indeed. But like I say, I get a feeling some little bits here are perhaps not as... Alright, here's an example. Now, we are in field 9. Somewhere. Okay. That gray line is that road. It's not actually a field boundary. Now, Granted, they are cheap enough, which I guess considering you've got to do all the work. 1.11 hectare for 33.4. Okay. Now just over here somewhere should be field 10. Oh look, we have a ride. Goody for us. Have you seen this tractor? It's a beautiful tractor. Have you seen the tractor? Okay. Come on. So we may or may not actually be in field 10 right now. However, you notice anything missing? Because I do. I don't see field 10. Let's go up to the highest point in the land. See, there's the one for field 9 over there. And it's only like 1 point something hectares, so it isn't very big. So, let's get up here. Oh. There's something. No, that would be field 6. I would bet you. So yeah, okay, I don't see a marker for field 10. Ooh, here's a really nice forest area. All fir trees. You can get in here with the Ponzi and just go zzz, 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 and no more forest. Whee! Alright, let's have a look at this one. So yeah, this is field 6, 2.17 hectares. Okay. Yeah. Now, I understand the whole concept of perhaps you know, buy a field and then you've got to cut the trees back or do whatever to, you know, get the whole field out there. That's sort of cool. You know, that's fine. But, like I said, where do we judge? Now, that whole 2.7, that can't possibly cover the entire lake, this entire forest. And if it did, well, you're getting some pretty crappy land, because it's not exactly smooth under here. It's kind of like you'd figure a forest would be. Look at my tractor. So yeah, I kind of question where the actual property boundaries, as it were, man, that's some fancy driving, could possibly be. Oh, there's a nice train. See, I mean, there's all kinds of nice touches. So where would we go to find some more fields here now? Alright, well, we should have a whole string of them. There should be like this side and that side of the railroad tracks. So field 1 is, whoa, over there. Yeah, there's some pretty terrible fields. Field 2 is here. Now, is it huge? Because then maybe that makes a bit of sense, at least for this field. 2.37 hectares. Yeah, there's no way that's from here to those mountains. Field 3 is off that way. So yeah, that part I'm afraid it's just a little bit, I find it a little bit odd. Excuse me. However, there are some nice touches. It's a decent looking map. There's some good details. And you could have a lot of fun at it. I guess basically what you'd have to do, although I don't see that we own any of the fields, and that is a little worrisome. Alright, there appears to be some sort of a sell point, buy point, something up here. Yeah, it's a little worrisome because then you wouldn't, oh, okay. Ooh, that's not good. There's, some sort of a hole in the map right there. Although the front wheel doesn't seem affected, only the back wheel. And alright, well, apparently I don't fall through it either. So I'm not sure what this sell point is for, to be honest with you. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's not labeled. But, there you go. an interesting map, like I said. I think if you wanted to just sort of have a freestyle play, you know, the heck is that off in the distance? You know, where you basically, you've got your farm there. There are a couple of fields that I said, like I say, that are plowed already, or cultivated, I think, actually, plowed and cultivated. But I'm just really curious as to what this really dark patch here is. So I suppose you could, between that and actually having your field, well, I know what this is. There's a little airport hidden away back here. And for some reason, the map author decided, again, now there's no field number listed here at all. So, like, from the train track over, absolutely nothing. So, I mean, I suppose you could just take a plow and start carving your own little fields in there. Right. So, yeah, like I said, for some reason he chose to hide the airport between a full collision 2D tree system, which is really bizarre, and then it just ends halfway up the runway type of thing. With one normal bush. There we go, that'll disguise the rest of that. So yeah, you get this little sort of airport. And I have seen planes flying around, so you get to assume they come from here. But there you go. That's been a look at the Russian Altai Valley. Again, like I say, a really, really pretty map. Lots of nice detail. Just, it has a little bit of an unfinished feel. And so there is a point to sell milk as well. I did go there. I didn't take us there on this walkthrough. And there is the biogas plant as well. It is a long, long drive to the biogas plant and the freight yard. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. But at any rate, guys, that's been our look at the map. Hope you enjoyed it. There it goes. That looks like a big glider. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to help support the channel, that would really be appreciated. That like button does help support me a whole bunch. So till next time, take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.